Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Dave. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here's the handoff. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Working that left side now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball in the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. He breaks a tackle.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Randall. There he goes. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Better get that seismograph Look ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the air, it's Duggar. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Cotton. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Day. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson. So if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give from the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Day. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wide receiver going in motion. It'll be a run on third and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They boot it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the run. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So now it's 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Fires left. Makes a connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Finds a little space.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Gets it out fast. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Completes it in the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. This is a designed run. Breaks the tackle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time, know where they're going to be, focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Day. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Dropping back, it's Day. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the big fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Dave. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, Dave got him at the 27.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. It's complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver U. This guy is really good.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Day. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Puts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Gets the back moving. They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Day. Catch in the middle, it's Street. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Street. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Day. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Dropping back, it's Day. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
They'll send the back in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Duggar. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Missouri! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Randall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Day. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Missouri 24.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Motion from the back. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Day. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense aims. Got him at the 27.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Power football with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, This is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.